Alright, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna try and make that compact mirror. Sorry, there's a laser cutter behind me doing things. So the first thing we're gonna take is down here. We're gonna find this little shape. We're gonna make it bigger. Boom. That's a big shape. Now we're gonna make it smaller. That's a smaller shape. Yeah. I kind of want it just to be 6. Okay. So we just type that in. Okay, I got a shape here. This is going to be the top. Look at that top of that thing. See how it's curved? It's kind of like a compact mirror. It's perfect. Okay. Now let's make it fancy. So I think what we'll do... There's a lot of ways to do this. I think what we will do is we'll take some shapes and just make some new shapes out of them. Let's see what's in the more shapes. So, like, I see this heart, and I know right away, like, we can flatten it down. Let's shrink it a little bit. Okay. And then we can duplicate it and rotate that around, like, probably like there. Okay. And then move it out and over like this. Or is it gonna zoom in? And link up those points. Okay. Let's link up. Oh, that laser's done. We're gonna link up those points. And then we're gonna duplicate that. And now I have this fancy shape. Okay. Oh, duplicate is Command D. Now we can group this together. Group. And shrink it down. Now we got like this little flower thing. Great. And sometimes flowers have stems, so we'll go ahead and give it a stem. So there's the stem, but it's on a ring. Oh, wacky. What a wackadoodle. You know, maybe we'll take that ring and just bring the ring. Let's bring it up. Okay, now watch what I'm about to do here. So I'm going to make it small. There we go. I am looking at the height. It's 6, okay? I want this to be 6 above the top, 6 above the ground, okay? So right there, it's going through it because it's not at 6. So we're going to go up to 6. And now it's at 6. Now what I want to do is I want to align this. Okay, check it out. Boom, boom. Now it's right in the middle, aligned. But this is what I wanted to show you. So if I come in here and I look at this ring, I'm going to drop it into the thing a little bit. Great. But now, watch this. I'm going to duplicate it. Okay. I'm going to expand it out a little bit. Okay. Just about that much. And I'm looking at this edge. We're going to align everything in a minute, but not yet. I'm trying to get this kind of in there the same amount. Now watch this. I'm going to duplicate it again. Duplicate. Okay. This last one we're not going to use, but for those, we can use as many of them as we want. So now we align it, and you're going to see what happens. Boom. Boom. Oh, no. They're not high enough. That's okay. We're just going to take this and drop it down. Cool. Now we're going to bring that up. All of it together. And now you have like these rings. And then we could do something like this. Oh, I know. So I kind of like the look of this so far. It's starting to look like a compact mirror. Let's take our little flower shape. I want to make like a whole bouquet of these little flowers. So let's focus in on it. Zoom out a tiny bit. And let's duplicate. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one. I'm going to make it smaller. And put it on the inside. And rotate it. Why not? Like that. And duplicate it again. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to align all those. Boop, 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 boop. Let's just make sure they're not floating in the air. Okay. I don't want them that far off of each other, so let's just bring them in. Cool. That'll just give it a little bit more depth. Nice. Group all that. Boom. Now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I think I want more of these. So duplicate. Move it over. Rotate. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. Okay. Let's see what that did. No, I hate that. Okay. But I do kind of like having it duplicated. So let's just do like 2 of these. Then do 1 of these. Whoa. Do 1 of these. Just like that. That could work. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do like a little fancy shape. Like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the old-fashioned group the 2 and then use that to align. Align. Whoops. Align. Align that to the center. Then I'm going to make this into like this fancy little wizzly wazzly thing. It's going to go around the edge. You're going to see in a sec. So now let's I actually want to make this ungrouped for a sec. Come on, spinny wheel. Okay. Because I don't want that to be as high. I want it to actually go through the middle of that. Okay, that's perfect. Now I want to get rid of this whole area. So we're just going to go like this. We're going to pull that, and we're going to group all of this. Group-de-doop. There we go. All right. Now it's time to get this compact mirror super fancy, as Fancy Nancy would say. So we're going to rotate this around. You know what? Let's lock it there. Okay. We got to do a couple things before we do this, because I don't want to screw up what we already have. So we're going to take all these and just group them. Great. Cool. That's grouped. Now we can go ahead, take these 2 shapes and align them. There's, boom. There we go. Okay, so they're right in the middle of each other. Let's focus in. Looks like a Frisbee. Great. But let's make it fancy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, we're going to take this shape, and we're going to move it into our lid, if you will. Okay. Then we're going to rotate it a bit. Maybe about that much. I don't know, to be honest. That could be enough. We're going to see. Let's focus in. We want the bottom of this thing to be in our this, whatever we call it, the top. So we're almost there. We actually got to rotate it back a little bit like this, and then drop it in. Cool. So now that's dropped in. We're going to move it down a little bit, I think. Cool. Okay. Let's focus in. Zoom around. Zoom around. Looking good. Okay. Now the next part. So we're going to take this, and we're going to move it and rotate it. So let's try it. Duplicate. Actually, edit, undo. We're going to take this, and we're going to go like 0.5. It'll just be faster. Duplicate, move, 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 move. Okay. I kind of want it to cross over. Then rotate. Then back it up. Yeah, that's actually almost perfect. That could work. Let's see. I don't know. Duplicate, 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 duplicate. Nope. Although, I don't hate it. Yeah. You know what? For this, let's go with it. You might want to do something else, but just so that we stick to the timeline here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this whole thing, group it together. Then I'm going to take these two. I'm going to center align everything to see how it looks. It might look crazy, and it does. So what we need to do is we need to take this one. We need to make it a little bigger by holding shift, actually. There we go. Making it a little bigger. Now let's align it. Align, align, align. I don't know where it went. Maybe it fell underneath. Yeah. So let's just bring this down. Oh, it did the opposite. Okay. Okay. Let's take this away again. What is going on here? Focus in here. What are these two doing? Get out of there. Okay. So we got this grouped. We know we need to make it bigger, but not that way. Okay. It keeps doing that for whatever reason, so we're just going to do it from the top down. Okay. That's going to be too big. Probably about there. Okay. Bring them to boom. Chip-chop. Boo-da-boop. Bop-a-da-boop. Looking good. Let's focus in. Got to change it a little bit. So I think it'll be easier just to make this bigger. So that's what I'm doing. Now, make this like this, like this, like this. Now we're talking. Now we got this fanciful little flower thing. I'm digging it. That's it. That's all I want. So now we group all of it. Groupie doops. There we go. But these compact mirror things are typically, they're like curved on the inside. So we should have did that in the first place. Whoopsie daisies. So we need another one of these. We need to know the dimensions of this. So this is 75.88. We're going to change that. We're just going to do 75. And we need to make sure we're 75 on both sides, because otherwise it's not a perfect circle. We're going to do the same here. This is going to be 75. Where are you? Actually, it's not. We're going to make this one, I don't know. How big do we want the edge? Maybe like 5, so 70. Oh. Yeah, let's try 70. 70. There we go. And then 70. Good. Whoa, 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 whoa. 70. 70. Great. That's going to be a hole. Great. We're going to move that inside of it. Inside of it. Nope. Get him. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Here we go. That's the button. That's the ticket. Now we're going to group it. Great. I think. Let's see. Oh, failed grouping. Node failed. That's too bad. All right. Well, that is how you would do it. So now we would just duplicate both of these. Cool. And you got a top and a bottom. Now we would figure out how to insert the mirror. This has to be as big as the mirror too, but you can always scale these up when you're done. So now, time to export, STL. There you go. Ready to go. All right, hope that helped.